Hello friends, and welcome to episode 7 of the Megacorp. Today we're going to expand into a new form of energy generation. I'm pretty sure that we're going to. I'm already preparing the steel we need. And no, Rissa. You're going to haul it. All of it? Or do you? No, you're not going to haul all of it. But I want to stockpile the steel now a little bit, and I don't like it when people are mining there and thinking that they can just walk back with empty hands. So in this video series we're going to earn money, and I hope we're going to earn some money today. I mean, the duster production got suspended. I don't agree. The upgrade to the next power generation is a rather big upgrade, so let's see if we're able to pull that off today. Mincard is having all the granite blocks she needs. Okay. But first we have to do some cook-off. Also, I noticed that my food resources are not that huge. Okay. Not cool. So it seems like we have to hunt some more. I'm going to send Theodore here, I think, after he made that duster. Or do I have hunting jobs open? No. Boy, there's a lot of stuff to hunt out here. Wonderful. Let's check if I have everything correctly in my memory. Yeah, Oakham is my new animal handler, and he's my new farmer. Let's say he's a farmer. I have a lot of donkeys, but I want to keep them in this quantity, mainly because they are so good pack animals, and we need some sort of pack animals. I think I'm going to swap over to other sorts of pack animals in the future, but for now, the donkey is one of the best choices I can pick. I just realized that I want to produce some kibble as soon as possible too. I just noticed the amount of insect meat in my storage there, and yeah. Insect meat is something I really love to turn into kibble. Some people like to turn raiders into kibble too, but that's too barbaric to me. Okay, we're picking up some big fleet of donkey. This one is 22 years old, so let's check out if he's still healthy. What's the life expectancy of you? 24. So with the new upgrade, slaughtering domesticated animals increases the meat gain value by 50%. So ranching is now a stronger option than ever. I don't know if that's enough to make it profitable and interesting, but we sure are gonna try out. Okay, Theodore is doing the bird skin duster, a very inferior material in general, but you know, in good quality these things are still worth 200 bucks. Their insulation is pretty shabby, but it's better than nothing. So now then, I wanted Theodore to hunt some. I want to get rid of that warg, honestly, so I think it's better if we go as a group, though. I don't feel too well with the thought about hunting a warg alone. These things are killer machines, and you don't want to trifle with their fighting power. It's a very easy way to kill yourself, dueling with a warg. So Theodore's chances of hitting that thing are really bad. Yeah, okay, Theodore, you tried enough. We're all going to shoot now. Wow, they are really bad at this. Okay, there we go. Wow, I didn't expect the process to be that horrible, but hey, we hunted down the warg. I want to get rid of this guy before he decides to eat my animals. or my colonists. Wargs are always such trouble, and that's why I like to eliminate them. In the future, we're going to manage all this with the Rim Colony mod, but right now, like I said, it's for the narrative that Theodore right now is not there to manage this colony. He's building up the factory. We still need funds. So Theodore didn't mention it, but I guess he got robbed or something. He's way too poor for his endeavor. Or maybe he's still paying the mortgage for the planet, or the loans, or whatever financial construct he has designed to get ownership of this. Who knows? Okay, I'm having really many resources now, but why are we not researching here anymore? Why is Rissa cleaning dirt? Out at that grave. Oh man, those home zone settings. Urgh. This is no area you need to keep clean, you foolish. Alright. There we go. Colonists wasting time. Going to turn her cleaning priority down because I just realized how bad that is. We're going to live in the dirt now. I don't have time for this. I'm going to clean the rooms manually for now. Well, we need more workers. We need a janitor, for God's sake. We need somebody to clean this, to keep this place clean, but we can't afford it now. We only have 44 silver available. Okay. So right now I'm just waiting for the power production to get researched, and I kind of like lost a day because Rissa was just going on cleaning spree, and yeah, that wasn't too effective. What's happening down there? A grizzly bear. Man, they're bringing really the most fierce things the temperate forest has to offer here. I like it. Bearskin is a very good material to craft things out of. We're now having a few units of wolfskin too. I mean, with these leathers I have, I could produce some clothing. Let's do that. So what do I have? Plain leather. That's enough for a hat. I'm going to make a collection out of the materials I have to spend them. So let's go. Plain leather hat. Check. What do I have next? Dog leather is not enough. Wolf skin. I have 50 units. What can I do with 50 units? A button-down shirt. Let's do that. A wolf skin button-down shirt. That sounds pretty fancy, doesn't it? Not enough of the Panthera. Pig skin, 70 units. Wonderful. We're going to make something out of that too. 70 units. A pig skin jacket. What do you think? Alright. Next up is the light leather. 63 units. Could go for some fancy tribal wear to catch some Neolithic vibes. But I think we're going to make light leather boots here because reasons. Seriously, boots are good. My colonists will wear those immediately, I'm pretty sure, and it's okay. And I have black insect chitin. I don't want to use that stuff yet because it's kind of a rare material, and I want to do specific things out of that, namely dusters, and 66 units are not enough for dusters. Insect chitin dusters are great because they're very good at armoring you without slowing you down. I really like that combination. And Theodore goes right at the job. Awesome. So Oakham grabbed the bird skin duster. I was hoping that. So a good plain leather cowboy hat. So I'm pretty sure that most of these things will get worn by colonists, or at least many of them. It always takes some time until there's some saturation in your colony. I forgot to put up a meditation spot for Minkot. Oops. There we go. So, what do we have here? Excellent quality. Alrighty. He's going for this one immediately himself. He liked it. Wolfskin is a very good material in general. And if we take a look at that, he's now minus 11 to 58 per degree positive insulated. Wow, that's cool. Armour is not too bad either. Okay, that's pretty much as good as it gets with regular clothing. I mean, there's still some room for improvements. There always is, but it's pretty decent already. So I don't need to plant anything for my animals right now. I just need to acquire some new food source to train these animals, because that's something I just realized I'm really having trouble with the training food for them. I can't grow cultivated agaves. So what about that? Looks like the agave and the potato plant are almost the same. No, not really. But they're quite similar. So, berries. Let's go for agaves. I really do think that's a funny thing to plant out here. So, what about that jacket here? Almost 200 bucks. That's all not too much, I realize. That we obviously need some more. Okay. There go the boots. Pretty sure that these get worn instantly by most of the people. Thing about boots is they're just a flat bonus to move speed, and there's no reason to not give everyone boots, because you know, why wouldn't you be why wouldn't you be running faster if you can? So things are progressing rather slowly here. There we go. Like I said, they're picking up the boots immediately. I'm afraid I need to kill some animals. My game is getting quite laggy. I was just wondering how that came together, but when I look at around at this place, there's a lot of life going on here, and yeah. Rimworld always had this problem with too many units on one map, slowing down the game. So did Minkot go for the pigskin jacket? Yes, she did. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I don't mind. I mean, why there's a burned tree in my storage room? I don't like that. Alright, so let's go out for a hunt. There's a raccoon in my backyard. That's the best thing to go at. Well, maybe not. But, it's quite fitting to get that away from the backyard of my factory. Also, I really want to improve Theodore's shooting, because He's really horrible at that. And I think some sort of self-defense is very, very important out here on the rim, so everybody should be able to defend himself. At least my opinion. I have Rissa as a primary hunter, so I'm not issuing any primary hunt jobs because I want to free up Rissa to research. Okay, I'm going to research long blades next to have some options more on the smithy, because I feel like I didn't have enough choices there. And now it's time to design our new power plants. Yay! Going to reinstall the turrets somewhere else. I mean, we're going to need a subsurface conduit anyway, so let's do that right away. I mean, this complex here has no power connection, so I'm going to let the subsurface conduits run like this, and let's connect them with regular power conduits, just to make sure the new living units, once they are fully installed, are getting what they need. So, more subsurface conduits inside the manufacturing room. Here we go. That's a wall, isn't it? Okay. So I can go for a regular power conduit again. And that should be all my turrets need to be happy. Okay, now Minkard ought to do the working on this, so we can design the placement of this thing. And then I can finally deconstruct these nasty things. I'm so looking forward to that. So, okay, we need to... Of course, I don't need to lay down power conduits when I have a geothermal reactor there. So the other question now is how do I enclose that? Usually I just build the minimal amount of walls around that, but this time this building fits so good into the base design of my factory. I think I'm going to change my designs a little bit this time. Nothing crazy, like only a little this and that. Okay. No, actually, I'm doing everything as usual. I made up my mind. There's no reason to change that. I like the generator house. And I don't see any big plus on doing that. If you wonder why I keep this space here open all the time, sometimes you want to have a really hot room to put something into or whatever, and these rooms tend to get very, very hot. And yeah, so it's my self-made kill room, or if you want to say so. I mean, most of the time you don't really need that, but sometimes some raiders are really getting on your nerves, or you want to... I don't know. It's nothing really useful I'm doing there. That's all I want to say. Mainly I built like this because I think it looks more beautiful. And when I started out, I thought my colonists would need that space to get close to the geothermal generator. My god, Theodore! What's wrong with you? 7.5%. Those were more than 13 or 14 shot. Like, seriously, are you going to kill that turkey today or not? Wow. My friend, you really need that shooting practice. But maybe I'm going to need a better rifle too. Because obviously this weapon is... it's already stating in its description that the accuracy is not that great, so let's check out the stats. Yeah, well, it's not bad. It's the user. It's more of a user conflict, not so much a hardware problem. Oh dear. So Occam's doing all the hauling jobs. You remember when Theodore did this a few episodes ago for Mincod? So have things changed. Theodore now himself enjoys some hunting trips and shooting 30 bullets at a turkey. I mean, 28 into the ground, 2 into the turkey. That's what he enjoys now. Yeah, well, just waiting for the long blade technology to get discovered so I can mass produce something nice again. And until then, I just need to kill things. I mean, I could go for Mincot, she's a way better shot, or Rissa or Occam, but Occam I have Occam has jobs. Apart from that, I need to give Occam some new jobs. And I want Rissa on that research table as much as possible because it speeds me up, you know. Speed me up, my friends. With long blades, I'm going to be able to produce more valuable smithing goods, and we can sell those. Where are the berries, though? Did I harvest them all already? Like, come on. It's hard to imagine. There's so little foraging out here. With the colony manager, we're going to automate that process too. But not yet. We're still at in the micromanaging mode here. On purpose. So, going to let Theodore grab himself some meatballs, grab himself some new food, and yeah, let's let him play some horseshoes. Why not? So, after the new power source has been claimed, I'm going to claim another new power source. Yeah, well, it's going to be that boring. And after that, the new apartments will be built. That's at least the schedule for Mincod. In between, I will try to get as much money as possible by producing valuable things. Right now, I don't really want to waste my materials with something like the items I can produce right here. They're all not worth too much, sadly. Oh, but I wanted to check out, is the hammer... yeah, it's a constructor's tool, so that's something I want to do. I'm going to make that out of iron, why not? I can't imagine that this is that important. The base bonus of the working speed is, I think, the same with an iron tool or a steel tool. Well, let's check out my theory. I'm pretty sure most of the time this game works like that. So let's check it out. We have the steel hammer with 1033.25, and yeah, no downgrade on that. You see, iron is overall pretty similar to steel in the stats. It's just not usable for a lot of things. So I don't send Rissa to mine out new steel because I want to complete the research first, and then we're going to mine out some more. That's the plan, at least. So I'm sending Occam to harvest as much as possible, especially the heal roots, because I like to have a big stockpile of heal roots in my colony, because they are, in this biome, so so available. Wait a sec. Ah, it's herbal medicine. Sorry, my bad. They're so available that it's really smart to use the abundance of that, because normally in other biomes where they not occur like that, you are you're forced to grow those on your own, and it's quite troublesome. So, oh man, I can't use the iron hammer because it's too heavy. So let's see. Mass 2 kilo. Is that a problem? Does it get easy? Does it get less heavy if I do it out of steel? Or is it just the weapon itself which is incompatible? So here, this would be having the same mass. The mass kind of like never changes. Even if I use uranium. So no. Ah, that's a pity. It's about Mincot's main arm, I think. The charged rifle is too heavy to combine it with a hammer. I can't understand why, but the game says so. I would need to reconfigure my simple sidearms mod to enable that. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. So I don't want to cut stones right now. Theodore is odd to go hunting. Let's hunt some boomrad. Spread some wildfire. Or maybe not. I just noticed the healer roots growing everywhere here, and would be a shame to waste that if you ask me. There we go. I'm going to go for another squirrel this time. I have colonists whose sole job is hauling. I do have animals for hauling jobs too, so I'm quite fond of the fact that we can afford to shoot a second squirrel. But maybe I'm going to micromanage the hauling. You know, maybe I'm going to do that. Because the berries won't spoil that quickly. The squirrel will. Okay. I do hunt things like squirrels really really a lot, because light leather is a versatile material, which is not really valuable, but a very good material to make things like generic things like boots, for example, or you don't really care about the stats too much, you just want to mass produce that stuff, or furniture. It's also a very good thing made of light leather. And also, these small animals are very, very good shooting training for Theodore. Ah, of course. He's a trigger-happy person. That's why he's so bad. Of course. He's just... I should give him an automatic weapon as quick as possible. This will help mitigate his accuracy problem. My bad, actually. Sorry, Theodore. I was talking bad about you, and you didn't deserve. So, I do have... What the heck? I can do so many items here. I can do the AK-47 with the gas operation. Okay, so this is here a okay. Intriguing, but no, not yet. For now, I just want to see what we can do next. I don't want to go all guns, you know. That's just a little bit too basic for my taste. So we could go for some more advanced materials, bionics. furniture. You can also do trading with furniture. Electric stone cutting. Yeah, I want to do that. That's a good thing. So first off, some modernizations, you know, to speed up our production chains. Alright, let's do some longswords. The next batch are 5 longswords made out of copper. You see, longswords already need 100 ingredients, and that's where things start to get a little bit more interesting. And tomorrow I can send some automatic hunting quests and some mining, because Rissa is now done with the things that were really important for me. Whoa, 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 I just realized what I'm doing there. No, 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 no. I don't want to mine closer to the ancient danger. I've already scouted out a neat little area to mine out steel, where it's safer. There we go. So the new power source is almost claimed, and then it's going to be time. Ah, the dishwasher is ready. Just wondering what that beeping wanted to tell me. You know, there's some arsoning spray in my town. Like last night we had the 5th case of arsony. I don't know. Somebody's laying fires here in the area. Never on living people or something like that, but this last time it was right next to me. Some fields which are, I don't know, less than 2 miles away from me. So it's really scary if there's some freak out there thinking that he can pyro everything. You know, pyromania is a real problem because I mean, this guy didn't hurt anybody so far, but it's escalating, I think. He's definitely a serial if it's going like the 5th time, and it's always... First the people thought it would be some kind of natural incident because it's pretty dry these days, but nope. So that's why I looked a little bit scared, if you were wondering. That's all I wanted to say. A little thing about my life too, as well. So now then, back to my more preferred reality. Theodore will do longswords now, lots of them. Let's see if this, yeah, it works automatically. Perfect. So his work schedule is working a charm. Working like a charm. So, there we go. Let's check out the quality of our items. So, a steel longsword brings up 8.6 DPS and 33% armor penetration. Copper is... wow, is it bad. So, compared to steel, the market value is also pretty lousy, so, well... a copper gladius, though. Let's see how much that's worth. Where is it at? There's it at. So, the worth of the item is way bigger. And we see here work to make 200 units. And if we go with the longsword, it might need 300 units of work. But the market value is, well, I don't know. It's comparable, I think. I think the value increases just linearly with the amount of time needed. There's not really an increase there. It's just more worth per item. So I realize more and more that I should do copper out of that. I should do bronze out of that copper. I mean, I have the materials here I need for that, so I'm going to stop this project here. I'm not convinced about the quality of the goods. We're going for iron instead. I would have a way bigger market value, but then again, I have the problem, iron is steel, and steel is valuable for the expansion of my factory. No, we're going to go for bronze, or, well, if you want a really good weapon, you go for tin. Tin has a pretty high DPS, higher than steel, but less armor penetration. But the value of tin is pretty lousy too, so no. We're going to go for bronze swords. I consider them decorative items in a retro style for the Rimworlders that are living here. So the tin ore available though here is right next to the Ancient Danger. I have no interest in this. Okay, none at all. Titanium would be really nice, but I think I don't want to go for a titanium project yet. So here goes the tin. Wonderful. So I'm going to stop wasting this copper and starting to turn it into something more useful, which is copper, bronze. So let's go for a do that forever job there. And I'm going to rethink about the usage of iron as a crafting material as well. So maybe I'm going to reduce this here as well. And I just realized that I want to rethink the usage of my materials here. I can do statues out of a wide array of other materials, you know? I don't need to use those precious metals. It was a good startup when we didn't have any other ideas, plans, or options. But as of now, I think this copper longsword is the last one of the inferior items this little factory will do. So Rissa is going to dig at that compacted steel, but I'm going to change Rissa's preferences here. I issued these orders for a reason, so this is to free up the space so she doesn't have to walk all the way around. But of course, once you issue the mining order on something like steel, they prefer the more valuable job. Like, in a way, it's the more important job. So there we go. No, I don't need a subsurface conduit, I need a regular conduit. There we go. And I want you to do it immediately, because I want to be able to deconstruct these old-timers here. So at least it's of good quality, so this increased the value a little bit. Awesome. Alright. So the longsword collection is still on, but we're going to make it out of bronze instead. There we go. In the meantime, Theodore can just go for some stones. It's okay. I have a lot of herbal meds now available. Awesome. So my power is now quite solid, and we're going to do something like this and something like this. Okay, once these things are done, I can finally go for a proper expansion of the factory, because right now my means are a little bit limited due to the fact that my power income is not high enough. Basically, that's the issue here. But we're definitely getting there now. And it's only a matter of time until I have bronze available to do beautiful weapons out of, and also beautiful pieces of art. But until then, Mincot has a lot of work to do. And yeah. It's also almost time to end this episode, so sadly we're running out of time. So yeah, feel free to drop me a comment down below. I would deeply appreciate to hear from you guys. As you know, I always enjoy talking. And yeah, drop me a like on this video, a share with your friends, or even a subscription to my channel if you want to make me super happy. If not, just enjoy the show, I don't mind either. So, see you guys next time, bye bye.